This video is for the installation of the Fimco 60-gallon and 55-gallon PTO sprayers. The instruction manual is a piece of junk, so let's get right to it and stop with the double talk. The first thing you'll have to do is put together the pump. The pump is right here. You get a locking collar sleeve that goes onto the spline of the PTO. You slide that to the shaft on the pump, and then there is a set screw right there. Tighten that set screw down as tight as you can possibly get it. Once you lock it on, you're good to go here. The next thing you're going to do is you've got this chain which gets bolted to the pump. This is the only thing that holds it in place. Gets bolted to the pump here. I just wrap it around right here, and they give you a S-hook, which I didn't think was very sufficient, so I put a bolt right here to hold that in place, and that's what keeps the pump from spinning while the spline on your PTO is spinning. So that holds that in place. The next thing you're going to do is connect this tube, which comes separately in the package with the sprayer, and put a hose clamp on it here, which is in one of the bags. And the tube goes to the inside of the pump. It says in right here. Kind of hard to see. Let's see if I can get in there. That's your inside right there, and then the other side is the out. But we'll get to that in a minute. So this comes out of the housing right here and goes to the in on the pump. Okay. Then underneath the unit, there is a filter right here, and there is an open and close. You want to have that in line with the hose so that way your water can flow through there. Then the mounting of the spray bar. The U-clamps go through right here, and then they give you the nuts for the other side. There's two of them. And what I did is I measured the distance between these two and put a little mark with a magic marker to know where the exact center was for mounting everything else. So that's going to be the center of the spray bar. And then I measured when I put the spray bar in from here to here to make sure that was the same distance, and from here to here to make sure that was the same distance. So then I mount the spray bar, and the way it gets mounted is so that the sprayers can turn in like this. In case it hits something that doesn't break the bar off, it just pushes it in. And then for storage, you continue to close it, and it'll close all the way. Opening this back up. The way these get mounted, the actual sprayer tube gets mounted is there's a bag of these clips. Two clips, one goes on the top, one goes underneath, and then there's a little notch in the sprayer that they fit into. And then that gets screwed on through the screw, and underneath there's a nut. And that all comes with the kit. The kit is complete. It comes with the pump, comes with all the necessary hardware to put it together. Then, in order to operate it, to get going first and spray everything to the spray bar, you want this in the sideways position. You don't want it to go in the moving position. This turns on the hand sprayer, so you want that closed for right now. You want this knob turned all the way in tight. That'll give you the maximum pressure. You can always back it off if you want. And then you want this in the down position, because that allows the water to get to the spray bar. If you lift this up, it turns off the water to the spray bar. You will also get the pressure gauge. That screws in right here. There's also another screw thing right here. I have no idea what that's for. I just left it. I made sure it was tight. Also, speaking of tight, you want to make sure that all of these, which come pre-assembled on the nozzles, you want to make sure that these are all tight, because most of them were loose, and if you leave them loose, of course, you're going to have a loss of water pressure, and you're going to have water squirting out of the connection instead of down underneath the spray bar. That is pretty much how everything gets installed. And I can't think of anything else that I missed. Oh, yes. Then this, coming out the backside, this big hose, this 3/4 inch hose, this, if you trace it down, goes to the out on the pump. So this is the in on the pump, and the other side is the out on the pump. And this out connects to right here, as you're looking at from this angle. This is the out on the pump. And that should pretty much get you going. The instruction manual that came with this was written by an idiot who knows nothing about helping people out. So I figured I would make this video and make it more understandable. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message below.